Parliament na if it's a breya kwesisa non sombebo Angel 102.9 FM. Yen fiasie and Ghana Immigration Service na Ghana for nyina etu chema wom. Ye boy and some sure at the mom. San so mabo dwuma pa. O how kese ba kwa ne da Ghana for nyina so a wo bia kasa esempere ne se etimi kasa na ne ho ahikura apoto ne ho. Ne nyina ene se obepie Ghana ye monten so ne la pass ha na ebu ho okose kra ne jejai car price important mu ho ni ma mobi na du anwumere kra de a na opeka eho odin pa sanse nkwala group a eti say Israel fo a yakoyi o mafi Egypt ni edu omu kotwa pokoko bebre enketu atwenu fo anom enketu ehye kire enketu a afe na omaria woma etutu tatai woma afe kura na omonante enyasam ketwa kura enyasam ketwa na eyade a na enkwalai se omudoso sa kura nke ha Ghana fo na emomunama ni atu atare o yetimi tu tare wa ni akikire obi ne nan ya akikire no gina faako adan a manisika sika na ode ma na obi kura timi twabo no de ama was man 5 Ghana why we say man 2 cedis why bra o ma me coins na ye hu mrantie ne kura de ene ne jejai wo mutimi tu tare mrantie no saa ne ya chewa gina kwantimfi emfimfini ho na wo gina ho wa manisika wonko we eyo how kese a na de Ghana fododo na ekomu ana obia ekasa hum na no na nanu ya Ghana Immigration Service na wotwetwa mu ena omutisim no for the way edi asem aden yet yememu mo betete ya bra bo se ya ene mo obi anko ni krom ene yesese nipa ba ha mienu ene ya tabiri wo bia ese wo bia enko ni krom kama ene yesai ko wom kodu ho enkwala nie emema nie ematan wo manyinyim na wo de bra Facebook na behwe na nya sam ketwa wo kra yesese adodo na de koim na no na Ghana fo bo ma baso so Ghana Immigration Service ma ya de ye da sori ye na nwumre ya Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Chraj for Ababonti say, hey, Ghana Immigration Service for Ejumana moye no Ghana for na ebo yense mamo Ghana for na si mumo moya de na ne moye munim se matia mra pa ene ye bisa Chraj for se mra ben ena motie ena mo say we a violation both local and international laws just a Ghana hamra man nipa fa ahudie no wo matietia so sara nso na akwama no ne a eno so omatiete wo mera so na no ena Chraj commissioner Dr. Joseph Whittam wono ena de krata ababonte a wo kache Ghana fo nyina se enkwala nketo no ematan emrante ne maba wane nkwakora ne masiriwa ya tabiri wo mu nyina free cycle car price La Paz Madina Nima yeso mu nyina nkwa wo mu kromu no wo se tia mra wo mu se kromu ha sebe womo na ye hafi efi dodo na afiri wom sanse womo babie ni wa womo te se womo fie nie enti wom pra monten womo didi sebe agya nan kura ne omoma no wo behwe etuomu osumi me makoto bi obobi makoto bi pa na rubber nketua ibi
na sebe o share food bridge ene ye overpass ne ase nyina mo na ase ho hwela pass ase no mo so mo se ma omusika asa wa ye dwuma gu botom na o disika de fi
o beji ni sika
o mutimi so bi nan sei wo no wo so atadiem se ne hwa ye fi na wo hye fita se wo hye fita no wo so mu se manisika na de mabufu ye metan ne se na ne maame ete wanko na bi asam ne nan de gu ho no wanya adwuma ana che se odi tuozafi obi bese odi tuozafi na ote wona wasam ne na odi tuozafi na ne ba ne pesika da ma no ba Ghana Immigration Service oma ya de pa so ma yi omu nyina afi o
ene Ghana Immigration Service fire de pa na no ene Dr. Joseph Whittam na sama wo kan nyina ne say o chapter 5 1992 constitution na Ghana ya mamra ya ratify international human rights instruments na eno eye eka ho ebaako eno ye baako and international convention on the protection of the rights of all immigrant workers and members of their family Sarah eno so ye mre atoso mienu emre atoso miensa eye ECOWAS free movement protocol eno ka ho Ghana's human rights obligation ni nyina eka ho bi ene Ghana mra ne de eyade ma pa na sa mre se ye beti ase ye pa na ye hunu se ya fom ana ye mfumu ye sense obi beba akroma bedan o kasei asan be yese bi efi pa e wo mamu na yenkwe na yene ora Farouk Al Wahab wano expert in international relations, Africa and world politics and governance. Wonim de pa wasan experienced diplomatic and investment consultant na se ye ka wo bia wonim sansemi mu nkyeremu pa dia ene je se ora a Farouk Al Wahab wano ene ebetimi aboaye opani ma memo adwo emu akwaba enje 102.9 FM so nie mi se baby a wo bia e hoboko de Nyame adom ye ho ye pa ne ye bi sani o ene Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice Chraj for Commissioner nkasa na aba bonten kasei na ne wo kan nyina ne se Ghana ya fomo mra kakra ne edi kan monten so ayeyi san kwala ni wo mo maame wo mo papa no abusuafo afiri hon wan kasa wafam hu ni sen
First of all, Chraj, they got it completely wrong. There are a lot of human rights being abused locally in Ghana. Chraj under the ages of 10, under the ages of 15, every north, Wale, Eba Accra, with the weight, average weight, our money per kilogram on the way by 23. I swallow Yama about 50 kilos. Look, there are a lot of protocols and then declarations around the world. Human rights. First of all, immigration, beef. Say how they allow them to enter into the country before acting. And not only the problem with immigration, but the fact that immigration, India citizens and then a group of persons, individuals, foreigners be now India almost mishandle and now say a conditional only need documentation or a strike telling me say under the UN protocol charter, under the ECOWAS free movement charter, does it suggest or does it mean say any individual can cross to another country because the ECOWAS protocol? Now, undocumented, and is that what Chraj is trying to say? You know what? Charlie Fono, sorry, and Niger Fono. Any entry. Human rights, if you Togo. Human rights, if you Benin. Human rights, if you La Côte d'Ivoire. ECOWAS free movement. ECOWAS permit to live, right to work. Meaning, but then also what Chraj refuses to understand is that the conditions under which the person or the persons are free to another country, i.e., Chad and Niger, answer is no. I.e., answer is no. There have been an answer, Bibi Baya, Niger, Chad. These countries were declared drought, famine, and hunger by UN and then by ECOWAS and world international bodies in 1995, 1992, 1982, and 2005. At that time, they declared country and said, when you're droughts, when you're famine, when you're hunger, also to man maybe I'll be and now said there is a civil uprising, civil war ongoing. If you take that one aside, which in the case of Niger, no, it is not. It is Obaha in such a style. One, why abuse the Ghana Migration Law and the Migration Act? The Bajashira Director, OTR, on Fapen, the protocols. We're not breaking immigration law. And finally, we're having undocumented. And finally, either approved or unapproved routes. The bottom line said, although as an ECOWAS citizen, free movement, the free movement does not tell you, say, Brabeda Street is so. Abraham High Dine, Abraham Hotel, next home for so, and answer Brabeda Street is so, next is car. So they are not refugees because Nigeria enlisted among the refugee nations in West Africa. It will be economic beggars. Economic begging, then the migration, the local authorities, or no what, it's discretion to arrest, to deport. But the difficulty here, and he said, immigration cannot deport. Deportation only to me, and he said, Togo, what the commander, Togo need document your form, says, or how number Faba won't even prove to Togolese authorities, or what you want to buy. And they identified as Niger. What's also in Niger? Omu do border no man sasoso family na migration ma bi no mu room document bi an kra nti kra no chi na soso mfiri Niger which ma me so mfiri Niger where will you take them to so chi no ka so fi Nigeria because of Oka House where do you take them to any one two immigration ontimi so mu kogu aflawo border and ontimi for mo ko a friend saying Belga ontimi for mo ko Saboba and won't even from Kosankas, won't even from Koboko, because almost free, Niger about to move Burkina, it is also not possible. And the whole immigration for 18 hours. But the arrest and the mob exercise, main trend arrest, mob exercise in India, they are right. Now, let's see a crime for Soba. Niger no ban. The Niger Republic, I will be about 27 million. Only major tribe is the Hausa tribe. And a woman next tribe, a mini Kanuri form, and your words in there for, and no more Buzu for, and your Fulani, and your Busu, and your Telabeli. And the South tribes, how that form? Only in our major language, it will be Aka, but in Tran on Bahano, there are no houses, but they speak Hausa. Only through the northern tip of Niger. Officer Algeria border in Mali West, any Algeria east one. No extra more than 600 to 1,000 kilometers on the desert. And we feel over. When we said Niger for the Biba, now we take care man, I didn't see that. Because Nikrom Niger, no, so if we Asamaka and Robert Arlet, if we Arlet and Robert Zender. Office in there, Oba Agadas. From Agadas, Oba Nyami. Office Nyamia. Only Nigeria border. Either so enter through Sokoto. And also enter through Ebia, Nigeria, Gongola side. And also Komina, cross Niger. If you look at it from the angle, say, so free are late in Oba. Niger law, on one crew, Patrol, Mama Shira director would be. Niger Nankasen crew. So few were classy. Now, of course, we can see BMA. The OBB from frontier, distance kilometer, 17 kilometers border. Meaning, says, Sawoba Accra, and can do someone to Accra 17 kilometers. And that's a stop over. Yes, your card is issue. Yes, your card entity. Yes, reason bank and how they call capital. So, this and granting the tribe no either Kanuri for only Kromo free on one to me Mazen there. On to me Maga, that's easy. And the woman said, almost smugglers. I own the smuggling crown, any mammy for a do moba. And that is how the operation works.
Okay. Wahab, braining to Mammy Remukakra. Now, what can you know? As they say, Chraj penny, your can you be kind or so a fairly. Adwuman wa feli ewo na se yenya ne den yenya sesa omode akọ na ye bisa bio ne se yabu mra bi so na mra na yabu so no Ghana ebe ha ye wo ba bi ana
unless immigration to me catch them so omdom ko Niger which are doubts the best immigration will try to do so in Togo se Togo find you man you find immigration for do moko ahoni ni ade a Chraj obi bia onfa ni sika Chraj budget kakata no omni immigration your workshop now workshop no these are things you don't wait until the issue because Chraj direct and me can say so on am airport road on am circle on am castle road who send finally go and then Chraj your fa have they done anything about it because immigration like I'm saying we have a simple linear FIFA omo can say when they mob the kids, no go to pass him. No matter him because the protocols in the council, that's why they don't see the mother country. Na migration ne cars here do saying. And what me the even Ghana Mawalu go get me the Mbraco. We are taking Roma Niger, which is about 1,500 kilometers from here. It is not possible. We're going to be finding for Burkina. Or the Nico Beto go in Benin, no Benin, no for what you mean finding because Benin is Ubeka Sanyaho. And you want immigration to do. What Chraj needs to do, so advice, Chraj, my advice is said, immigration free, how much can be a budget in be. Now, when you're strong border, now we make sure, say, Sabit, Nabi, Tabi, 10 hour aflow, any other borders, no, 130 years. We make sure, say, Sam Tran and Dumbahano, any Niger for Dumbahano. One woman undocumented because Togo, my woman's now. Benin, my woman's now. Nigeria don't go out the claim so many Nigerians, but Nigeria for no, they don't allow them to show man. I'm sorry to say, they don't like Nigeria. And across border in the woman said the safe haven, there be a safe sky Ghana. Ghana for child yet, Ghana for so Ghana migration show, police in show. What danger in Cote d'Ivoire? Almost am crying now. On the Empuma, I will go and to Ombusa, no more to us. If that inhuman, you know. And woman Cote d'Ivoire, because the human rights does not mean that breaking immigration protocols and immigration laws of the country. And your honor, I'm sure I got it wrong. Now, I'm trying woman, a year 2 years, a year 1 month, a year 2 months. Woman, some trying your woman way. I want to share inform my drink because said, Mammy, phone house woman that you are saying, and that second bridge national. Go back on and to my room, she said, woman won't crash him. They've given birth. I'm trying to my minute in free, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I'm trying to say when you're 6 months, you're Ghana. Hospital by 0. Moreover, only you only Samino, Yawama, Yasu and paying from paying from Mobusas and the Jeff one at all. So, woman who are hanging on Domoko, and I will be
what besides Samopa? No,
baby, how much is in one say more. They dig them around no Monsieur Crown or Romoko. They don't care. Are we aware? And you don't ban a business. Bama Bako or the Mabel 10. A man on 1 year back one and you. Oma Kaya, no brother, ni uncle, ni imam, no Domapa or Domoba or Council, one or Mua. Sabano or no, but a cranny and a papana or Spondano, Amani Grabesis is coming. Domoba. Wajini dia wan so mpe dua ase na ma me ne nkwa magagia no e ma be for no de dua na ase na be pushing kran won just kan wan nya bia woni di entina nkwa no be so bia discount mo manu afọ no mo ko because said the one is sika no when ti man says ka for the day no woni di Chraj mpacho what tell you anya mo muda human rights no I come dem nkwa no says sika no Chraj one mo muska we haven't given them money. So long as you continue to mention human rights, then you are exacerbating the stories and the problems of these Nigerian people. It is a country in a personalistic approach in solving the issue. It is not about coming to raise human rights protocols, ECOWAS protocols, and ECOWAS and your friends, etc. That is not how it works. Because locally in Ghana, no, my example of Wale, and Krana Wumuda, your friend is saying, Dakuman. Omuda Zungo Junction, now Omuda, your friend is saying, other places, Malata Market. Has human rights gone there? He said, they will force the gender ministry and the state authorities to relocate them because Omi and Kwa, and the human rights activists. So, we are human rights activists, and Suzuka human rights. And immigration on phone here. But it came too late. And too late immigration for, and Fran would because tell them, say, our have said they can't send them because no country will receive them. They're undocumented. And immigration will be there. They should begin now, either to enlist them or they see more. Also prove to the Niger embassy, say they are Nigerians, or prove to Niger embassy, as immigration project, they say, passe. No immigration transfer and factor because we plane. No more phone costing Niger border. And they would say, Passeno, obey approved route by Togo, obey my flower, a Lakoji, Summer border, no the never Nigeria. No migration, no, is Ghana deporting What's not so the Naka could do so to border or the room. Can migration do that? No. But one thing that I have to put on records, Ghana, you took on the whole Africa. We're taking Nigeria citizens in terms of numbers because of population. The country in Africa, we took on the whole Africa continent is Ghana. Nobody can argue because we have the records. South Africa, you only land in Ghanaian. So when you only land in Ghanaian, if you pick it country by country, and the a country for Ghana took on any other country in Africa because the whole Ghana, we have Botswana for 2. The Botswana, we have Ghana for 300 or 500. In that order.
Okay.
It's our cast replications, sir. And no other cast of the handle over here. Other countries in the sub-region and Africa at large, Obaka's a Ghana phone call. And you handle it with diplomatic care.
Okay.
But we haven't broken any laws of human rights.
Okay. Say, ye mum rebia so said ya wokana. Ghana hey, ye shede bia nkwale ba no mo ba said ya wo kire mu no. Ye be hu a de bechi bebre no mugu ha. De bia bebre no mugu ha. And nekra immigration for so masesa dodo e de kono. Me la pass so ro ya still kakra ne nam ho. And na me kwa court cycle na bi wo ho. Car ne park ye traffic mo eche yen a. E na ba ko be jana mis na nye ne ese ye de mu nyina akoi. Na eno no kakra na aka no na yempam wo mo nso nko anase kakra na aka se de wo kan yen document wom na yen ka se omo ye Ghana fo anase omo ye Niger fo ebre so ye de won beko.
I mean so the Nigerian community a o mi na o kaswa nkra na wa ha no ebu aye bridge wo ma na Niger fo na wukruma na no na o ma ware wo at the age of 9 at the age of 13 Otiko Jaba honorable Metima Busano. She raised this issue. Time and Niger for Wukuma, child to Wukuma, while and class 7, 8 years. Human rights no more him. Now, what document you, one I'm sure said, so person deport woman. You must properly go to Niger embassy and proof. So we are Niger for. You must be able to secure what is called laissez-passer because when I'm doing money, a boy will lie woman. And the boy from the woman council. And the plan will be stateless from there by birth. At best, we will settlers. They were in transit, petrol station, lorry park, and crime be highway being a woman. Police states. And it's out in the Niger embassy. Although we say Mamma should say passe, the Mamma Pataka, the Mamma identity. Mamma no unique identity because also Niger, Pepper Plano. And the Niger embassy would also not give you paper, even though you said these are Kanuri people, even though you said these are Buzu. Even though you say where Jema for, even though you say where Gruma for, Ghana Gruma, will be in Crown Bicam. It is what you can walk out Gruma, Rockers or Ghana, Madame de Bacoinfa. What in the next or Casson guy? Let's go to Ghana de Bacoin. It's in the process, we need to sit down. Some of us, these are things we handle at the international level. We've done it at the highest level, even Europeans. There is documenting of migrations, any kind of refugees cross-border, any home identity, how to establish and how to prepare them, and then send them back. You don't call it deportation, but you call it repatriation. You are not deporting them, they haven't committed any crime. You are only repatriating them to where they came from. And repatriation is not the same thing as deportation. There should be a way how to prepare them. How do we approach? They are called Niger Embassy. Now Niger Embassy said, on you will Ghana when you bid our Germany. When they tell me also at Germany, when you bid that, say German faction, you have to walk or show your Ghana was in your Ghana, but you got some you because that comes you and no more. How do you prove? What do you found? It's the same issue here. So what's not a house? That's what's in your man, what they then had in the pop. And we have to take it with proper care. And then we must go to what is called diplomatic appraisal and advancing services. For us to inform the system and for it to adopt and adapt strategy diplomatically, how to do the passage of moving them out. Is that what the Chraj is talking about? Isn't what they are talking about? You don't come out and just start issuing because you have to say we are the Vaticans and even Vatican for deportation or Vatican repatriation or local Vatican for vampire now tell you and Pierre, they repatriate you. What about that? What we see repatriate?
How base say the iron dear Chraj as 7 no because one crata na infant to baby swell sans and no more candidate said Uncle Baby.
I'm sorry without your reservation. She said, Mama, the reasons Chraj, what would you money be in workshops? My case, I will be on your case official. No idea basic and yet another no one ability report. Chraj has a budget and you've seen them. These are side cases. And trouble atmosphere being situation being how many doubt on things, only have your almost says that is right. Human rights. What you Musika, United Nations Mosika, Unity of Mosika, UNHCR Mosika, won't go with a strike so budget and the Mawu. Is that government of Ghana and a more budget? All the international agencies in Yamuji's more, and then Amudisika. How do you fund? What do you do with your money? Some workshop in there somewhere. And the Akasa and Chraj Mudim Sika, every common national service for. I'm creative voluntary. I'm almost sensitizing. Every migration, every prepare crown. The matter say, okay, a high car. VIP, 300 buses. That's not you, the secretary of Ghana migration, because interior budget is fat. I already overstretched. Near who's a Ghana side, who promote you. Now, Sikana, the Majuano, would be yes, Jumano. Now, we won't call any yet. Certain days, I don't go to the border. Would you want to manage your government with proper protocols of documentation called a permit de la say, laissez passer. Now, when a permit to be out, which I'll say, well, in Nigeria, what proofs? Because can be a black, and Chadians. If you go to the state of Nigeria, and I'm going to go and see a real woman, a boy running the gene. Only know what you're doing. Sadly, sadly, you almost for a Jew cannot try to be home in Namon. We have the very dinner, Casame Benny, Debbie, only woman. Okay.
Na say ya ka strategy ya ye kwaye nim waka say next strategy for omunya workshops near Ghana Immigration Service ye yinkwale ya omawofo ya wo ebinum ewo trotro mu ya wo ebinum ewo kwantinfi ya wo ebinum oba stop na stations no ne ade Ghana Immigration Service adwuma no woman fanfa benkuma na nifa said ye be ya ye border ne so obi ba ye be hu ni se maame asomasi wo firi hi na wo kɔ hi e na wo twam akɔ hi na wo tra kɔ hi na wo bia sɔre waka ese meteka mu me boyra Ghana wa basa afi ye sesa na kwa na akɔye asɛm foforo.
Something I will not necessarily put on record, but for the purpose of this information I will leak out. In 2016, I myself, when I'm here, the consultancy of the police, they train a crew chromoscopions from Czech Republic, the procurement, with Honorable Michael Yungu, Fesbafo, any others. 27 state officials, and I'm doing called Czech Republic. Ghana Immigration put in application because they were part of the exercise. Mumusa Ghana, Chraj for say, Ghana Immigration, such a big service, a Juma woman, Yana Brown, bread. Border patrol benefit kill our crime. Have you asked Ghana Immigration what we say to crime? Now, Kwana Banazum is one papa no armed. I'll give me some crying to crab one. For your information, Border Patrol of Ghana Immigration, Nipa 5, no motorbike, motorbike. Your father Okada, Nipa 5, and then a Nipa 5, immigration for markets here, a man trackers here, only better to see the patrol border. How can they patrol the border? So imagine can no one them. How to resuscitate and then also to restore the migration. Only intercom. Migration bien noir, okra Motorola. Migration bien noir, Ukraine has some Motorola, national security. Immigration on the border. I will bet my communicate with the counterpart. They don't have any communication gadget. They don't have one weapon. Now they need to just cyber border. And I do 2 a.m. Nipa Basri. Not Fulani Trojan and Fiction. Would you have no much of my boom? Now you may know. None even in a matching kind. We are not to cyber border. Border post, a dining hall, immigration for Bennett border. We are Lubu. We have Boko. Now you got a border. Now, by the year of flow. Now you can see where you was in region, the other some true. Some immigration border post toilet crowd. Sadly, Ghana migration border, I'm sorry, I'll use crude word. Now, Chraj said, woman in Europe, ask Ghana Migration Service. Now, no university, you're an officer, you're promotuno, you're not to border. Now, Sabi, we're Jan and I, so immigration officer, one kind of once a book and a genia, or more to happen in the city. We understand immigration. And I put on record, said, when we secured and procured the weapons, Ghana government wanted one weapon on immigration. One. But over office at that time, Mr. Sapon, okay, who be no mere 5 immigration for quiet. 207 state officials, 6 tickets were procured for me. Not Ghana government, for them to secure that weapons. When it's wrong, one immigration be. So the immigration office will practice so. Now the border, now the German, the German border.
Samo Farouk Wahab ma ye na wase na ye mfenso ye sua de pa na se de waka ne ate ase ye nheda emu mra bia so Ghana ha ene amanoni nyina mra bia ni wa ye buso de a ene se Ghana for bo wa baso pa oba Facebook a Benjamin Novo o se fantastic Wahab mo we eye Abija owusu o se Mr Wahab well done eno na waka no na se ensem no wa ye ni pa Facebook for no so bo abaso pa Edmond danso o se well done it is a well done there e say dem crofo tu che edema no ye da se wo bre ene wadaage pa enanwumre wanya edi amayen opani ani di nkomo experienced diplomatic and investment consultant o say expert in international relations, Africa and world politics and governance ononyan for Farouk Al Wahab na Sanko mobo we nti Ghana yetisi mu enkramantam a ene Ghana fo bi kodi nkomo ne yebisa am se ebra na nkwale ne nam ye monten so bankere ene omo maame num ye hu se fie sika na apie banana ya point no sister no ban koso ni mu jiskabra na se obe osan na ho sa na no Ghana fo bi a kire o madwen ye ntie nsem a wo mo di tu dwai
enti immigration service no e was some making sure say checkpoint bia has our foreigners na efa edibura omanu ha so mo he no musiam oman ne yen ye de nti si ya hwa anya ne yi a obi a ono oti ofi ba bi no ono beba be sai man oman no e de amai omo ba kro no ni en se so mo ye say omo tunton sa drugs yi no ni ayu be hu say bi no de bottle na okura not on drugs police for hu omo dum ni ayi na instead of some be chichi omo no omo nchichi omo am ton sa red no me drugs a emranti yi fa ha wo omo no omo nyina omo tunton ye nti na mo nchi sa microphone nyina mo stop wo omo so mo ja omo free
omo do mo wase na so da ha ye bebre ba na je so mo ye nwura gu abontene dodo ana ye ni mi so ye we no mo ti ko private ni adisi aka kape no mo no wo ko omo kasa no so ye ntinti omo ka na ha ye kakra ba ban ya de o for mo ko so aboye kwan bebre so because ama akra da ho kama jama bola no ko so atikakra
eni oti ye ya Ghana for bi La Paz he ya ena womre sansemi atu edwa asemo yesu ade pa Wahab ye da na se wabin papa